Hello friends. So in this video we are going to discuss about comparators and converters. Okay. So what is a comparator? A comparator compares two voltages. Okay. So comparator is equals to open loop op amp. Here output may be plus Vsat or a minus Vsat depending upon the input. Okay, that is mainly a comparator compares a signal voltage on one input of an op amp with a known voltage called as a reference voltage on the other input. Okay, in its simplest form it is nothing more than an open loop op amp with two analog inputs and a digital output. The output may be positive or a negative saturation voltage, that is plus Vsat or minus Vsat. Okay, so depending on which input is the larger, comparators are used in circuits such as digital interfacing, schematic triggers, discriminators, voltage level detectors, oscillators and etc. Now let us discuss a non-inverting comparator. Okay, so as you can see here, the figure shows an op amp which is used as a comparator. Okay, here it is a non-inverting comparator. A fixed reference voltage VREF reference. Okay, VREF of 1 volt is applied to the negative input. Okay, 1 volt reference voltage is applied to negative input and other time varying signal voltage Vin is applied to the positive input, that is to the non-inverting terminal. Because of this arrangement the circuit is called as non-inverting comparator. Okay, so when Vin is less than V reference, the output voltage V0 is at minus Vsat. Okay, which will be almost equals to minus VEE because the voltage at a negative input is higher than that at the positive input. Okay, on the other hand, when Vin is larger than V reference, that at the positive input becomes positive with respect to negative input. Then V0 goes to plus Vsat. Thus V0 changes from one saturation level to another whenever Vin is almost equals to V reference. Okay, so as you can see, the comparator is a type of analog to digital converter. Okay, at any given time the V0 waveform shows whether Vin is greater or less than V reference. The comparator is sometimes also called as voltage level detectors because for a desired value of V reference the voltage level of the input Vin can be detected. Okay, so here you can see there are two diodes. Okay, the diodes D1 and D2. These diodes D1 and D2 protect the op amp from damage due to excessive input voltage Vin. Okay, so because of these diodes, the difference input voltage VID, that is the difference input voltage, okay, of the op amp is clamped to either 0.7 volt or minus 0.7 volt. Hence, the diodes are called as clamp diodes. The resistor R, okay, here a resistor R is used and this resistor R is in series with Vin. Okay, here you can see resistor R is in series with Vin and is used to limit the current through D1 and D2. Okay, and to reduce offset problems, a resistance ROM which is almost equals to R is connected between the negative input and V reference. Okay, so if the reference voltage V reference is negative with respect to ground, with a sinusoidal signal applied to positive input, the output waveform will be as shown here. Okay, as shown in this graph. Here the output voltage or output waveform will be as shown in this figure. Okay, when Vin is greater than V reference, then V0 is at positive reference or a positive Vsat. On the other hand, when Vin is less than V reference, V0 is at a negative Vsat. Okay, here the amplitude of Vin must be larger enough to pass through V reference. Okay, and similarly we can discuss about the inverting comparator also. So the figure shows an inverting comparator in which the reference voltage V reference is applied to positive input and Vin is applied to the negative input. In this circuit, V reference is obtained by using 10 kilo ohm potentiometer that forms a voltage divider with the DC supply voltages, that is plus VCC and minus VEE, and the wiper connected to the positive input. Okay, as the wiper is moved towards minus VEE, V reference becomes more negative, while if it is moved to the plus VCC, then V reference becomes more positive. Thus, a V reference of a desired amplitude and polarity can be obtained by simply adjusting 10 kilo ohm potentiometer with a sinusoidal input waveform. Hence, the output V0 has the waveform as shown in this figure. Okay, diagrams you can see, waveforms you can see here. Okay, so these diagrams, they depends on the whether V reference is positive or a negative. So here is an example or a application of a comparator, that is zero crossing detector or a sine wave to square wave converter. Okay, so the basic comparator, as we have already seen, can be used as a zero crossing detector provided that V reference is set to 0. Here we are going to set V reference to 0. Okay, so here you can see in the diagram, the inverting comparator used as a zero crossing detector. Here the output voltage V0 waveforms are also shown. Okay, this output waveforms shows when and in what direction an input signal Vin crosses the 0 volts, that is the output V0 is driven into negative saturation when the input signal Vin passes through 0, okay, in the positive direction. Conversely, when Vin passes through 0 in the negative direction, the output V0 switches and saturates positively. Okay, so in some applications, the input Vin may be a slowly changing waveforms, that is a low frequency signal. Therefore, it will take Vin more time to cross 0 volt. Therefore, V0 may not switch equally or quickly from one saturation voltage to other. On the other hand, because of the noise at the op-amp's input terminals, the output V0 may fluctuate between two saturation voltages, that is plus Vsat and minus Vsat. Detecting zero reference crossings for a noise voltages as well as Vin. Both of these problems can be cured with the use of a regenerative or a positive feedback that causes the output V0 to change faster and eliminate any false output transitions due to noise signals at the input side. Okay, now moving on, let us discuss about Schmitt trigger. Okay, here this is a solution and is used of positive feedback and is called as a Schmitt trigger. Okay, so here the figure shows an inverting comparator with a positive feedback. This circuit, which converts an irregular shaped waveform to a square wave or a pulse. This circuit is called as a Schmitt trigger or a squaring circuit. Okay, so here the input voltage Vin triggers the output V0 every time it exceeds certain voltage levels, is called as upper threshold voltage. Okay, UTP, upper threshold voltage VUT, and a lower threshold voltage VLT. Okay, as you can see here, VUT and VLT. Here is VUT and here is VLT. Okay, so here these threshold voltages are obtained by using a voltage divider, that is R1 and R2. Here are the feedback. Okay, you can see at the feedback side R1 and R2, where the voltage across R1 is fed back to positive input. Okay, the voltage across R1 is a variable reference threshold voltage that depends on the value and polarity of the output voltage V0. Okay, when this V0 is equals to plus Vsat, that is saturated positive, the voltage across R1 is called as upper threshold voltage. I'll repeat that. When V0 is equals to plus Vsat, the voltage across R1 is called as upper threshold voltage, that is VUT. The input voltage Vin must be slightly more positive than VUT in order to cause the output V0 to switch from plus Vsat to minus Vsat. Okay, so as long as Vin is greater than VUT, V0 is at a positive saturation. So here you can see, so these are the points I have discussed. So here you can see, using this voltage divider rule, VUT is given as R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into plus Vsat. Okay. On the other hand, when V0 is equals to minus Vsat, the voltage across R1 is referred to as a lower threshold voltage, that is VLT. Here Vin must be slightly more negative than VLT in order to cause V0 to switch from minus Vsat to plus Vsat. Okay, so for Vin values greater than VLT, V0 is at negative saturation voltage, that is minus Vsat. So hence this VLT is given as R1 divided by R1 plus R2 into minus Vsat. Okay, so thus if the threshold voltages VUT and VLT are made larger than the input noise voltages, then the positive feedback will eliminate this false output transitions. Okay, also the positive feedback, because of its regenerative action, will make V0 switch faster between positive Vsat and negative Vsat. Okay, so here you see we have made ROM almost equals to R1 parallel with R2. Okay, here it is made R1 almost parallel to ROM is equals to R1 parallel with R2. Okay, it is used to minimize the offset problems. Okay, so in figure here you can see the graph. Okay, so this graph shows that the output of a Schmitt trigger is a square wave. Okay, when input is a sine wave. So recalling that a slightly different version of this Schmitt trigger is used in the triangular wave and sawtooth wave generators. Okay, so in these generators a non-inverting comparator is used as a Schmitt trigger. when the input is triangular wave, the output of the skimmed trigger is a square wave. Whereas if the input is a sawtooth wave, the output is a pulse waveform. Okay, so the comparator with a positive feedback is said to exhibit hysteresis. Okay, so here is a hysteresis voltage. So what is hysteresis? Hysteresis is a dead band condition. Okay, that is, what is that? Dead band condition means when the input of the comparator exceeds this VUT, its output switches from plus VSAT to minus VSAT. Okay, and reverts back to its original state, that is plus VSAT. So when the input goes below VLT, the hysteresis voltage is equal to the difference between VUT and VLT. Therefore, we give so here you can see some points. Okay. So V hysteresis is always given as VUT minus VLT, which is equals to R1 divided by R1 plus R2 whole into plus VSAT minus of minus VSAT. Okay, so in order to know this, let us take an example. Here is a example. Okay, so in this example we are taking R1 is equal to 100 ohm, R2 is equals to 56 kilo ohm, V in is 1 volt and the supply is plus or minus 15 volt. We have to find out VUT and VLT. Okay, so as we know the formulas for VUT and VLT, apply those formulas. So if you solve this, you will get VUT as 25 milliampere volts and VLT as minus 25 millivolt. Okay, the output V0 waveform is nothing but it will be like this. Okay, so continuing, if we need different UTP and LTP. Okay, what is UTP and what is LTP? That is upper trigger point and lower trigger point. So what are these? When the voltages at which the output of the skimmed trigger switches from plus VSAT to minus VSAT or vice versa. Okay, so those are called as UTPs and LTPs, that is upper trigger point and lower trigger point. Okay, and the difference between these two, we call that as a hysteresis, as we have already discussed. So here let us consider if we need different UTP and LTPs. For example, UTP is 2 volt and LTP is minus 3 volt. And then how to design this? So this is the circuit diagram you can see. Okay, simply we use two diodes in the feedback path, that is DA and DB. Okay, so whenever op amp is positive VSAT, whenever op amp is a positive VSAT, then DA is conducting, DA through RA current will flow, and whenever output is here, DA is conducting, and whenever output is minus VSAT, DB will be conducting. Okay, so if they ask for different VUT and VLT, that time the concept will remain same, and instead of both here it is a non-inverting skimmed trigger. Okay, so for these are the equations for non-inverting skimmed trigger. Here we consider both VUT and VLT at the same voltage. So if we need different VUT and VLT, then instead of both RF, here we use R2 and R3s. Okay. So this is all about comparators, zero crossing detectors and schemitt trigger.